and Rico will be on as well. Rico and Pearlo's host of NHL Takes Frolic. That's what I'm calling it. Yeah, buddy. And today we're going to be talking about different players that may be available. Well, some maybe, some we know that are available. And we'll go into anything else you want to talk about. We can look at player cards. You pick a player and I'll show you the card and we'll talk about it. Rico will have his pearls to go on to each one. Just put out a post about Mason McTavish. Before I go on, though, Jaime's Body Lube, it's the best there. I said it. Barbecue Somerset right now. And a lot of people are saying, oh, this is barbecue sauce. No, this is flavored body lube. Yes, you can taste it. Tastes good. I wouldn't be using it for any barbecue sauces, though. Got a little pump on top. Keeps you all unchafed for your barbecue season, camping and all that. Like going out for the hikes and all the sitting around the fire and all. You don't want to be chafed, boys and girls. No, absolutely no chafing in the land. Removing chafing from all the lands is what I'm doing. Finally got our work done well, not done, but we've got a Mexico place in Mexico that Rico goes to all the time. He's running the offices there in Mexico for Jaime's Body Lube. We have it set up in Iran. That was it. That's a place. And Russia now we're working on. Hernandez is working on the Pearlo copter. I'll show you the Pearlo copter later if you want. Ad nauseum, I say, trying to remove chafing. Going to remove all. You can't. I believe the reason why we have all this war and violence is just people are too chafed. All right. So I'm going to be looking at Nurse. I'm going to talk about some Nurse, some Mason McTavish as well. And Larry also says he's going to be coming on. Look at that. Right now, just Larry says he's coming on as well. So I'm going to send. Just in case, I'm going to send the link out to them, just in case. Invite guests. Copy link. But Mason McTavish, I got one that's going. I got a post on Twitter that's going semi-viral right now. Wow. I mean, 3.8K views already, and it's only been like maybe an hour. So we're going to talk about that. I'm just going to send this out to Rico too. Rico. Paste. Oh, you know what I did? Do I have the right? I want to change my thumbnail here. I got that one. Okay, I'm going to replace this thumbnail because I like the new one we got. Is this the one? Open. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Better thumbnail. So, Mason McTavish. All right, let me share this. Let me share screen and I'll tell you what I said about Mason McTavish. There we go. Okay. Okay, so the post was for those begging their teams for Mason McTavish. He's very good if his line gets offensive zone time, as he is very good with the stick skills. However, every coach he has avoided playing him against top lines as much as possible. And if he gets caught behind the play, which he does often because of his poor skating, because of being a poor skater, I should say, and not having high defense, defensive IQ, he doesn't have the skating ability to get out of it. His skating really has not improved since his draft year. And this is true. It's very true. Now I just screwed everything up. Look at this. Now you're looking at something completely different. Okay, let me go back to my profile. And what kind of comments did we have here? We had, he scares me. Yeah, I agree, S. Brooks 77. So I agree so much that I followed you. So Verbeek really screwed the contract up then. And I answered him and I said, I just think that he has a lot of potential, but just make sure I sent this out to Rico. Oh, I didn't send it to him. Okay, I got to go back and do that. Yeah, I said I think he made it under the assumption the skating would improve. There is a reason why his name is out there, and that's the reason why his name is out there. He just did not progress as much as they thought he would. I don't know. He actually was scratched for a good portion of he was scratched for the playoffs and he was scratched down the stretch. Now that could be injury related as well, and we don't know about it because they don't talk about that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's been when he was working on his contract, there was also this talk. Okay, yeah, no, I did send it. All right. There was this talk when he was working out his contract as well, that they were having problems with the contract. And I'm not so sure he was really happy with getting the $7 million that he got. This is the other issue that sometimes is the case when you're looking at players. Like, players think sometimes they're better than they are. I said I'm with you. Oh, what was that about? Oh no, that what I talked about on that one. I don't think Healers makes Carolina any more of a cup threat than they were the past season. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my opinion. Okay, I said I was sort of with you. I think they probably could have won with Healers, but if you look at the analytics, the reason why I did this, and this is why I love these cards, minus their 17% projected WAR. He is a play driver, but look at this. He's a 1% defense. That's what I was saying on the top. Like, you just eye test and everything. Has problems on the power play. I don't know why that would be. That would be something I think he'd be very good at. He spends most of the time in the offensive zone, and he's a really good playmaker when like I said, when he gets offensive zone time. However, you see this 46% competition rating. That's pretty low for a guy who I think he's got an A on his shirt. So what's Pearlo Wisdom 1? Why is that there? I've never seen that before. Pearlo Wisdom 1. I don't know what that is. Anyways, for a guy that's got an A on his shirt, that's pretty low. Why do they keep on going Pearlo Wisdom 1 up on the screen here? That's weird. And they just did it again. I wonder, can you guys see that? No, you can't. I don't know what that means. Pearlo Wisdom 1, Pearlo Wisdom 1. I'm going to check that out. He's not best friends with Brady. Okay, yeah, I don't see it either. I'm on the thing, but what if I hit that? I don't know what that means. Pearlo Wisdom 1. I'm going to look it up online what that means because I hope it's not like I'm not getting in trouble for something. Okay, nothing major. I don't know why it's doing that, but all right. I can't get rid of it either. It's weird. Um, so welcome in, Silent Sons. Larry's going to be here, so we'll probably be talking about the Senators. I'm going to hide this. Hide. So, but I just wanted to say that like there's a lot of stuff on Twitter about Mason McTavish being traded, and I'm seeing some really big trades. Like one I just saw was I think it was like Jurovsky and 2 firsts. That would be a bad move as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't recommend that at all. That's too much. Too much for McTavish, at least as it is right now. Now, if I'm in Montreal, oh, that was you. Okay, I gave you the stream. Oh, you're the one that did that. Okay, so that you're adding it into your gaming account. That's no problems. That's cool. That see because you can do that. But here's the stream link I gave you. I gave it to you in your Twitter too, but you can have it there. Yeah, I would tiptoe, but then like if Hughes and Gordon, and I think Gordon is as much part of the Montreal Canadiens decisions when it comes to players as Hughes is. Hughes was an ex-agent, so I don't know how that dynamic works, but I have a feeling that Hughes works more contract stuff and Gordon more on the.
There we go.
There we go. Gordon is more on that, but I mean, I guess I was talking about McTavish. I guess if I had like a whole bunch of scout and developing guys saying, "Look, we can get his skating up, trust us," or whatever, maybe you take a go on it. But I mean, it's just been so long since. I mean, it hasn't. He hasn't improved at all for 3 years. It's really tough. Maybe he can turn into like a Hartnell. I remember Hartnell. Hartnell couldn't skate worth a shit, but he played on the wing and he was smart and he put up some decent offense and he had a heart. He's got to have some sort of heart. I mean, I would think he's got an A on his shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just teams don't want to pay the price for something that's not a for sure thing.
Yeah, but I'm hearing like a lot of fans like putting up some pretty big players, like Jurovsky and 2 firsts for. I wouldn't
Well,
recommend.
I saw a report saying apparently they want a first rounder and a NHL ready prospect or player for him.
Oh, did you? I didn't see
Yeah.
that. So a first and a NHL ready prospect or player.
Yeah, where did it? Yeah, who? I'm trying to say who said that.
And does he have? I don't think he has trade protection either, does he?
Not yet, I don't think.
I mean, Winnipeg's got to be all over this. But if he has no trade protection,
Yeah, they'll give up that high pick and somebody, maybe a Chipperkoff or something.
they have a hard time getting. Like I really have a hard time believing he's going to be a center long term. But you would hope so. But again, there's
Yeah, his no trade doesn't kick in until 29-30.
Oh yeah, so I mean,
He
Winnipeg
signed long term. Yeah,
just seems like a slam dunk.
It screams Winnipeg. Yeah, he can't go anywhere.
He can't do anything
He's
about
there
it.
2031.
He's already got a contract. Yeah. You might have to drag him there. He's a Canadian boy too. Get an opportunity. I mean, going from living in Anaheim to living in Winnipeg could be a little rough. But like I said, once Winnipeg gets their players there, generally speaking, besides Ehlers, they tend to love it over time. So they've built a really good room there, I would say, right?
I don't think Ehlers even didn't really mind Winnipeg. He just wanted a little bit more quiet, I think.
Yeah, he didn't like the bubble.
Fresh start.
He didn't like the bubble, like being in a bubble like that. Like everybody knows who you are. When Marner said we're treated like gods here, it's kind of like Winnipeg. And like you said, like Winnipeg's not that bad of a town, man. It's a pretty cool place. It's really cold and it's safer. I mean, than a lot of places you could go to in the United States for sure, no doubt about that. Good family people, good farming community. Like there's wholesome people. They're really wholesome. Is that the right word? But down to earth, very down to earth people there.
Yeah, it's
very respectful.
It's okay.
Generally speaking.
It's okay. It's okay living here. Like you just don't see the glamour downtown. Say a lot of those players just see the Radisson and the rink and they go. So you don't really see anything. So it's like, yeah, Winnipeg's mad. There's nothing there. And I don't know how NHL players complain about the cold because they don't even have to go outside. There's tunnels that go from the hotel to the rink. They literally don't have to step foot outside other than getting into off the bus.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, people. I look at Scheifele's Scheifele's not American; he's Canadian. Connors is American. I do know that, and he likes it. Right? Kyle Connor. Where's he from? Kyle Connor.
He seems like a Boston kind of guy. I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see.
I'm terrible at where people are from.
Oh, it's close. Clinton Township, Michigan.
Oh, he's from Michigan. Okay.
Yeah.
He's from Michigan, and Michigan, I don't know. Clinton Township. I wonder where that is. We went to Michigan there for the
one
fall.
Says Clinton Township, and another one says Shelby Township. So I don't know what that means. His official bio says Shelby Township, Michigan.
Okay.
So I don't, no idea.
I gotta share this out. I went to Michigan for like in the fall. I'm not too far away. And it was a place called where this thing called Tunnel of Trees are. And it was absolutely beautiful, dude. Like, oh my gosh, it was so gorgeous, beautiful little town. And the leaves were just amazing.
Oh,
The color was just absolutely fantastic. What's the name of that town? Harbor Springs. Yeah. Harbor Springs. It is so beautiful, man. Like, I could show you pictures, but it doesn't really give it much justice. Like, it doesn't really give. Oh, that one's a pretty good one. It doesn't let me download it. I can copy it.
Just share it. Oh. Weird hair going on.
Can't share it.
Yeah,
whatever. It's beautiful anyways. So yeah, I think I don't know where do I Winnipeg just seems like the perfect place. I haven't heard any rumblings about him going to Winnipeg. I don't know what besides that first pick.
Chipperkoff.
Shipperkoff or like Brad Lambert. I think they would go off on that. I mean, he hasn't really hit it out of the park there in the AHL. He was a late first. Brad Lambert. That's a high first. I wonder if he could do it without that high first. What's the draft picks? Not really, eh? They probably got to give that 8th up.
He doesn't get to decide where he goes, so I'm sure somebody will give a little bit more. So you got to give the most.
Yeah, it depends on what's being offered out there. And like Winnipeg really needs to do something. With Hullabuck rumblings going on.
Like if I were Winnipeg, I'd give up, unless they don't want him, I'd give up Chipperkoff. He's a winger, so he replaces him. He's cheaper. He's probably on his last legs here in Winnipeg because he can't find a spot in the lineup. I'm trying to see his AHL stats. So I know he's done fairly well. Like,
it's not bad. It's like he's less than a point a game player in the AHL. Shipperkoff?
Yeah.
I don't think they had a very good team last year, though. Did they? Let's see.
Yeah,
he had 8
6 goals, 10
as a 22-year-old. Yeah, it's not.
28 points.
Oh, Rico has joined.
16 points.
That's a 22-year-old. That's pretty low. It's pretty low.
It's low, but
how you doing, Rico?
Maybe a different.
Good, fellas. How you guys doing?
Just got
good,
here.
Man.
Doing good otherwise.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Winnipeg will, or they have made the phone call, I'm sure. If you didn't, then another reason why they should fire the GM.
I actually think he's done a pretty good job there. I mean, this is such a difficult, like that trade for Dubois was excellent. That was a really good trade. when they traded away Dubois.
Yeah.
I thought that was an excellent trade. I mean, it's really tough being a general manager in Winnipeg, man. It's tough. Got like everything working against you there. Like
Yeah,
Hellebuck.
Shovel Dayoff doesn't want to take any risks. He takes zero risks.
I don't think I don't think. I'm not so sure he doesn't take risks as much as he doesn't have the option to do it. Like, but what risks can they take? What
Like,
risk would
just
you?
on trades, like they don't make any trades. Like,
Just nobody wants to go to Winnipeg, dude. They're all on. They have Winnipeg is on like number 2 on the no trade list.
yeah, but like guys that don't have control of that, like, because people change. Like Tyler Toffoli is a good example. He went to Winnipeg. He said he loved it. He just wanted something different.
Yeah. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Toffoli there. He's
just offered way more money and longer deal.
Still, like that's a guy you want to keep. You know.
Yeah.
You'd even pay him a little more. I can't remember what their cap situation was at the time. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that they had a pretty solid team, and it's just all falling apart.
Yep. They got Niederreiter and Nemestikov that both come in. Like, both of them have been flourishing there. They're both up next year, but
last year wasn't great for either one of them, but it wasn't great for pretty much everybody last year. I mean, those were nice pickups. Nemestikov, those were really nice pickups. That's what I mean. He has made some good pickups. It's just, they can't find. It's a tough market. It's a really tough market.
I hope Perfetti signs an 8-year deal here. I can't see why he wouldn't.
Last year too.
He did. That's why he signed him to 8 years now.
Yeah, maybe he bounces back.
But he has arbitration rights, so that's the part. Like, if he doesn't sign, then goes to arbitration, then the writing's on the door.
Yeah, I hope not, man. Like,
well, actually, no. I don't think he's a UFA next year. No. When is he a UFA? He's got arbitration rights this year, but I don't think his UFA. No, he'd have to buy 3 more years before he hits UFA, I think. Yeah, 28, 29 is when he'd be UFA. So even if this if he wants to ride to UFA, he'd have to sign a 3-year deal or less, or a 3-year deal or 4-year deal. I think Winnipeg tries and lock him up for 8 years.
I would hope so. I mean, I think that they're in a position where if a guy wants to stay there, you just kind of keep on rolling with it, right?
Yeah. They badly need a second line center.
Yeah, he pretty much plays wing now, though.
Like Velarde could move down, but Connor Scheifele Velarde works, so you don't really want to break that up. Adam Lowry is not really a second line centerman.
No, definitely not. I love him,
so,
but not a second line center. I was thinking Jaden Schwartz is from Saskatoon.
Yep, that could be.
Bobby McMahon, I mean, he seemed to be happy in Toronto. Could overpay him a little bit. Just kill it like we were talking about with Ottawa. Just kill him with depth as much as you possibly can, I think. I don't think you're getting any high-end guys. I don't know where Jenner's mindset is at, but guys like that, and then hope that you can get yourself in. What do you think, Rico?
Yeah, I mean, Jenner's used to playing in Columbus, not far from Winnipeg. Yeah, Schwartz. Yeah, you got to find guys that you're going to be able to sell them on opportunity. In a top 6 role. Maybe guys that have been playing third line center somewhere and have been itching to get into the top 6, and just Winnipeg selling them in if you have to.
And obviously it's like a 0.1% shot, but imagine if Dylan Larkin went to Winnipeg. A team would just transform at that point. They'd have a 1-2 punch. Then you could get one more winger, like they'd be back into contention.
I just highly doubt you'll see that. Yeah.
Oh no, I know,
but I like that we were talking about McTavish, Rico. We know that, like, he's $7 million. He has no trade protection. Yeah, he's got to get his skating up, but he did have 50 some odd points. Just, I don't know. Just
maybe McTavish is just so disgruntled that a new change of scenery with a new coach, new players beside him might change his off ice habits, might, get into.
Is there off ice habit problem there? I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, obviously he's not working on his skating. If he is, though, maybe he's just a terrible skater and he'll never get good at it. Maybe he's just like a Mark Stone, where you'll just be the same type of skater, but just without that skill, he can't make up for it. So
he's worse than Stone. Like, maybe he can turn into a Hartnell. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but I think that I don't know. It's going to be tough for him to get into the top 6 in Anaheim. He's going to be a bottom 6 guy. So, I mean, he's paid now, so maybe he's going to be okay with that. But there's a change of scenery guy that might be happy moving to somewhere like Winnipeg. But I mean, going from Anaheim to Winnipeg,
it's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough. But you're getting, like you said, you're getting opportunity there. And you don't have a choice, so you hopefully can have a positive mindset about it. You've already got the contract. He's a perfect guy.
Let's get Dustin Bufflin to pick him up with the fishing boat.
Yeah, man. And like we were talking about, like, it seems like a lot of guys that go there, they like it when they get there. It just takes a little time to get there. They got a good family atmosphere. It seems like everybody is really, like, they have a good group there. Good group of guys.
You just need the right type of player. If you want a guy that wants to wine and dine and go out to the fancy places, obviously Winnipeg's not good for you. But if you want to be low key, you want to take advantage of US dollars, the Canadian market, Winnipeg's one of the cheaper areas to live in Canada, so
it's true.
You get a nicer house. You can be more secluded because it's not as popular. There's not as much population. There's like 1.2, just under 1 million people in Manitoba, so you can have somewhere just outside.
Yeah, it's just everybody knows who you are wherever you go, but you can find places to live where you're pretty secluded and stuff like that there.
Yeah, secluded, safe. You're in nature. There's no pollution. There's no traffic. Like, no, you can pollution. Raise a nice family definitely there.
We're good people, man. My parents live in Manitoba and Hamiota. They're good. They're that down to earth farm people
and they love their team. I mean, you're being noticed and stuff, but sometimes that's a good thing. I mean, they're so passionate about their team there. McTavish walks around Anaheim, guaranteed nobody knows who the hell he is.
No,
you could order a coffee behind somebody and they'd be like, "Hey, man, you just butted in line. What's your problem?"
Yeah, if he goes to a Starbucks, they'll be asking what his first name is for sure.
To write on a coffee mug, they'll be like, "Sorry, what's your name? What's your name?" Because they always write your name on the mug.
Mason? Okay.
Yeah. How do you spell McTavish? Is it a C or an AC?
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, not too many people are like, "Oh, it's Mason McTavish." Yeah, that's the cool thing there is you are, and you know what? Another thing about Winnipeg, they're very respectful. In Edmonton, it's kind of an oil town, and they're pretty crunchy, man. Like, not everybody. I'm saying there's a pocket. That's where Skinner left because he was getting yelled at in public while he was at a restaurant and stuff for you. And Nurse was having the same issue. Like, they can be brash. And I found in Manitoba, their people are very respectful.
I could see what Nurse is getting yelled at. You fucking suck. Get out of Winnipeg.
Oh, yeah. And then that's when they catch on to something there, they also kind of have a pack mentality because You know, they're oil workers, they all work together and it just sort of spreads that way. But, and that's a small pocket. Like there's plenty of people that are very respectful there. I'm not trying to shit on Edmonton. Oh, there's a lot. I lived there for years and got a lot of friends there. But is that aspect where I don't find that in Manitoba as much where my parents live. Like they would never do that. They may talk about it amongst themselves, but they're not going to go out in public and yell at people or anything like that. Not too many people are going to do that. Would I be pretty accurate on that, Larry? Because you live there. So.
Yeah, no, it's just they're bad at, like, on the east side's good, so Transcona area is good. I live in the northeast end, which is good. South end is got more of your higher end stores, and then Polo Parks in the starting in the west. You kind of want to avoid the north and the west part, but then in the south west part, you got Tuxedo. That's where all the rich hockey players and all that stay.
Oh yeah,
you can drive by and you could drive by their house, like if you know where they live. Like it's not like gated community or anything.
Oh yeah,
like Blake Wheeler's house. You literally people drive by and be seeing him shovel the driveway. There were stories about that. And when Blake Wheeler was on a road trip and there was a big snowstorm, he's just like thanking his neighbors because they shoveled his driveway for him when he was gone. So it's like things like that. So it's like a tight community. It's not like a secluded like a Los Angeles or New York where you'll never get to see the guys out and about.
With the Oilers, and we'll move over to Nurse now because McTavish. I heard like Philadelphia might be interested. I don't know. Like I said, I think you gotta believe he's a center if Philadelphia is interested because they're full of wingers. They're talking like rumors about Tippett being moved.
What if Pearlo? Question for you: what if for some reason, because Larkin's under contract, Yzerman just says, you know what, we don't have a good enough deal for you coming to training camp. You're playing for the Wings this year. What about Minnesota entertaining the McTavish?
Maybe. Like I said, it's all about, do you believe he's a center and you can get his skating up? I mean, it's tough to be a slow skater and a center at the same time. How many slow, like really slow skaters are there at center?
What's his contract look like right now, McTavish?
$7 million for 6.
Rico, you're a Wings fan? I didn't realize.
Yeah, I've been a Wings fan since 1989. I've been a Wings fan. It's mainly because of Steve Yzerman. Like I wore number 19 through junior hockey and my whole playing career. I was just like an Yzerman. He was my idol. I had pictures all over my room and everything. Like it was. I was born into the Toronto Maple Leafs, being from Ontario, but like I was an Yzerman fan, so I was a Red Wings fan during his whole career.
There's a lot of parallels with Rico and I. I wasn't a Wings fan necessarily, but I was a huge Stevie Y fan too. And then also a Taves. We're both huge Taves fans. Yeah. But you're a Leafs fan. Let's not get this twisted, man. You're a Leafs fan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm born and bred into watching the Leafs because it's CBC, and I just watch it Hockey Night Canada, and it was Toronto. But like, once I started being able to basically turn on the TV myself and stuff, like I was watching the Red Wings into '89 till about 2010, just totally locked into them. But yeah, I could tell once Yzerman left, I just felt a bit of a different way about Detroit. So it's just, that's when you kind of know you loved it because Yzerman was there, and I loved everybody else on the Wings when Yzerman was there, and I loved the team. But as soon as he left, of course, Datsuk and Zetterberg eras, I still kind of like Detroit. But as soon as Datsuk and Zetterberg were gone, because they were kind of the last ones that played with Yzerman and Lidstrom, that's when my fandom kind of teetered a little bit for the Wings.
The gang broke up.
Yeah. It's like when Brindy left Philly. Brindy, Tocchet, Berube, I loved all those guys. And then when they left it.
See, I don't even associate Rob Brindamore with Philadelphia or anything. I don't know. It's just Carolina. And obviously coaching there now over the years. He's spent more time there than anywhere now.
Yeah.
Didn't Brindamore get traded to Carolina like right before they won that cup in 06? He wasn't there for a while, or was he? Or maybe it was a total.
No, he won the cup with them.
Yeah, he did. But how long was he there with Carolina?
Well, yeah, he was. I don't think he was there for very long. I think it was like second year he was there or something like that. We'd have.
Yeah, I think it happened pretty quick. Like he was like the missing piece type thing.
He played. Oh no, he was there for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in Carolina. He retired in 2010 or in 2010.
Well, when did he win the cup? How long was he there?
05, 06, he won the cup.
Right. Well, how long was he there before that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was his 6th season there.
Oh wow.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 seasons in Philly. So actually, yeah, he played more seasons in Carolina. Yeah, St. Louis Blues. Was not old enough to see him play there.
Yeah.
I started watching hockey around, would have been about 97, 98. Somewhere around there. I made my choice. It was either, I was like, okay, I'm going to cheer for, I got to be loyal and cheer for the home crowd. So I'm like, Ontario. And I'm like, I had lots of Leaf fans around me, but I was like, they're miserable. I'm going to cheer for Ottawa. And I'm glad. I haven't jumped ship. And a true fan.
Oh yeah.
Winnipeg number 2, because I'm here, but always only cheer against them when they play Ottawa.
Remember when Ottawa came into the league with Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the expansion draft now compared to now was
geez.
ridiculous.
Tampa had what? Brian Bradley, remember? Like Ottawa and Tampa. Like who was the best player on Ottawa when they came into the league? Who did they get? It was like
Do you know who had the most
Brady.
points?
No, I mean when like in '93 when Ottawa came in.
Yeah, it wasn't their captain
It was
like Brady.
Mick. It was a defenseman from Edmonton. Mick.
Then San Jose was like Pat Falloon, right? Wasn't Pat Falloon like the guy in San Jose when they kind of came?
Norm McIver.
McIver, yeah.
Norm McIver was a leading point getter for them. And Sylvain Turgeon was their leading goal scorer, plus 25. Mike Peluso, 318 penalty minutes.
Mike Peluso, yeah.
Daniel Berchum, .430. That was a terrible team. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah. They didn't do expansion like they did now. Now, that's for sure.
Oh no. You had to work from the ground up. Like
you
were dealt a shovel with a pile of dirt.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think Gary Volk had the most points for Anaheim or somebody like that. Or no, it wasn't Gary Volk. Starts with a C. I got to get this because I'm going to win millions of dollars doing an NHL trivia someday. That's.
Pearlo's going to host his own NHL trivia like Jeopardy on YouTube.
Yeah.
He's going to have it nightly, and people are going to tune in, and the Heimies are going to be the prizes. And
Heimies Daily Double.
Heimies Daily Double.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'll take 5 vats of Heimies for.
I got to make it like.
I'll take leading scores in 1972 for 5 vats of Heimies.
Dude, you could totally do it, man. You could have different categories, and then you have the amount for each category of what somebody wants to pick as the question.
Yeah,
dude, that would be a pretty great idea for a game show, dude.
The well-lived Daily Double.
But you need to spin on it. You've seen the Saturday Night Live skits of Celebrity Jeopardy, right? With Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Those are hilarious. That's what you do.
Yes, they're fantastic. Those are so good. My gosh. Who was it that did Norm Macdonald did
Yeah. He did
the guy from Cannonball
Burt
Run?
Reynolds. Burt
Burt
Reynolds.
Reynolds. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like changed his name in the middle of the game. He's like, that's not my name. Turd Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take Le Petit Tits for 200.
Sean, I have terrible names.
Sean Connery, yeah.
Sean Connery, yeah.
He was the regular on every episode.
Who did Sean Connery?
I can't remember who did him, but
he was so good too. Was it Sheen? No, I can't remember, but yeah, that was really good. There was so many good ones. That was one of the best bits ever. He was about the closest, most valuable to Eddie Murphy to that show. Like he did so many characters. He took off with them. It's a lot of great.
I would say the most valuable before he died was Chris Farley by far. Every skit he did was gold. Every skit he did was gold. He's the guy that you want to be. It's like if you don't work hard in school, you're going to be living in a van down by the river. What do you want to do, little girl? I want to live in a van down by the river. Well, you're not going to be doing that while you're living in a van down by the river.
Yeah.
Apparently that was unscripted, that one too. So she's just like, let's screw with them, and they kept it. It's live, but then they can take more takes, but they kept that take.
Yeah.
I loved Chris Farley. I miss him.
Oh yeah. Tommy Boy was like one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Yeah. Almost Heroes that he did with what's his name? Guy from I always forget his name. Matthew Perry. That was a great duo. If you've never seen that, Almost Heroes, definitely worth the watch.
Did you see the NHL all-rookie team? Demidov, Seneke, Snuggerud, Schaefer, Nikishin, and Dobish?
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Dude, I just saw the NHL all-second team, and McKinnon was I guess he's got to be second center. Like McDavid's going to be the first center, but Kucherov won the Hart, eh?
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that too. I'm going to mark that down. I wanted to talk about that too. Okay. I have a theory about that. Kucherov, Vasilevsky, and Cooper all get awards. At least two of those are token awards. You could even make a case of Kucherov is.
Oh, because Vasi won the Vezina, right?
Right.
Holy shit.
Why do you think that they're giving all those guys, like Kucherov gets his, but that was his second though, Kucherov. Vasi, what's that, his second? And then Cooper finally gets his first.
Yeah.
Screams things are going to change in Tampa soon.
I get what you're saying, but because how many reporters get to vote on that? Like 90 of them or something, or?
Yeah, they all talk to each other. They all know.
More than the Conn Smythe.
Yeah, more than the Conn Smythe. Yeah, it's like a big amount, but it's like I don't think they really talk to each other because I was watching Coming in Hot, and Jason York was one of the voters for stuff like that, and he's just like, I just vote for whoever deserves it. He's like, I don't think a lot of them talk. Maybe some of the votes, like the Montreal ones. That's why they're bragging today. I saw on the news or on one of them there. They're like, yeah, look, 5 Montreal Canadiens got considered for awards. I'm like, well, of course. the Montreal media does all Montreal Canadiens, so.
You might find that there's a lot of Atlantic guys there, and I swear to God, I would say probably 3/4 of the people bright mostly for their teams, and like I said, they spend more time on the links than they do watching hockey, so they just go, oh yeah, he was good this year. Put him on.
Yeah.
Okay, Pearlo, I feel like you were trying to get at something there, like with.
I think
why
I
do you
do think you get token awards. You get token awards quite a bit, and it's a committee, so I'm going to think.
Kucherov only won like
it's
10
Professional
points.
Hockey Writers Association, general manager, NHL general managers, broadcasters, players, special committee.
Yeah.
So you think it's a coincidence they all got it the same year, or?
I don't think it's a coincidence. We'll see what happens. I've been already saying that it's the rumblings are there, man. Points starting to fall off. Kucherov, I mean, he's still fantastic, but you got that core now. The core there now is Hagel, Sorelli, and Gunsel. Like they're the younger guys. Hedman has been in regression. He's still very good, but he's not elite anymore.
Do you think they're doing this and giving Cooper this one because this might be his last shot at one for maybe the next little while because Tampa's on the downturn?
I think so. Just to make sure. They maybe next year, but the year after that, I mean, you're getting old. They're getting older, man. Mm-hmm. And there's nobody coming up. So you give it to them now before it starts happening. I'm not saying it happens next year. I'm not saying anything like that, but it's getting there. And I think that's actually why Tampa Bay kind of looked nervous against Montreal. I think that's in the back of their minds. They want it's a lot of pressure to them. It's kind of sad to see things falling when you see Hedman having his problems and all that kind of stuff like that. I mean, Cooper looks like he aged. Like, is it just me? Or does Cooper look like he aged 10 years in the last two? Is it just
a little
me?
bit? Yeah, no, I could see it. He's got the big eyes, bagged eyes and stuff going on. But you know what's funny? You say that because a lot of people were clamming for Lindy Ruff to win the Adams. But you know what's funny is you saying that, give it to Cooper because there's a better chance that Lindy Ruff is going to win the Adams next year than Cooper, and probably the year after, and maybe the year after even too.
Yeah.
So they're like, this is his last shot. Give it to him. Give Kucherov the heart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's Kucherov, right. I do think this happens.
But yeah, I mean, Hedman's got a lot of hard miles on him. Vasilevskiy's got a lot of hard miles. So does Braden Point. I mean, Kucherov's in his prime, but I mean, Sorelli too. A lot of hard miles. Like Sorelli had to work hard in his career to get where he got to. Like when he played for the Oshawa Generals in the OHL, like he was just starting to become good and stuff. Like Sorelli was never made to be like make the Team Canada roster when he came into the league as an NHL player. Like this guy just got good. Like these guys have played a ton of hockey, a lot of hard miles. So yeah, no, I get that angle.
Yeah,
of them giving it to Cooper instead of Lindy Ruff.
I'm betting Lindy Ruff to win the Adams next year for sure.
That's a great bet. Yeah.
Well, I just like I said earlier, or not today, but another day. It's like I think Ruff didn't get the votes because I think it's Kekalainen who turned that team around, not really Ruff. Because the minute he walked in, it was a different team. And like I said, I've never seen that before, where GM just walks in and a team that's been trashed for 12, 13 years and just like goes, oh, now we're good. Now we can win. Go 21-2-1. It's like so whatever it was like what? It was insane. Like Ruff gets some of that praise, but I don't think that happens if they didn't make that GM trade or change, because whatever he came in and said, it worked.
Yeah,
they were ass up to that point. They were ass.
It was really close. It was really close. And then you got Muse, and unfortunately for Muse, it just appears that no coach is going to win Coach of the Year as long as Crosby is there. They're always going to think that Crosby's leadership takes the shine off the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that kick line thing's definitely an interesting angle as to maybe why Lindy Ruff didn't get it too. So there's definitely that side.
We'll see what happens here, like in Tampa, the next little while here. I mean, Point's got to have a bounce back next year. It's been a steady regression for 3 years, and I just think that Sorelli line, like sooner or later, they got to start building around that line. I'm not saying they're going to sell everybody off, but maybe Chernak's getting up there. Point, that's going to be a conversation, though, right? Point's got to have a no movement clause, so that would actually be a conversation that would have to happen. But
I don't think they're looking to break it down right away, though, because they wouldn't have traded for Yanni Gord back then. I don't think. Why would you do that?
It's a short contract, isn't it?
No, I think he still has a few more years left. Let's see.
Yeah, he's got term, I think. I think Yanni Gord has term. Sorry, my cats are just happy I'm home after being gone for 3 days.
Let's see.
Well, they want to win. Like they want to keep that window open as long as.
Yeah, I think it's still there for another 3-4 years.
So, 2.3, 4 years at 2.3. How did that happen? Did somebody retain on him or something? Like that's easy. Oh, because they went 6 years, it brings him till he's 40. So I mean, he's a fourth liner anyways, as far as money is concerned. So if he starts to fade. So to say that they brought Gord back for that, I mean, he's just a guy that can play everywhere, no matter what they're doing. But
yeah, but you had to give up assets.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think Tampa Bay's window is a little bit longer than a year or two. I think it's like 3 or 4 still. But then, yeah, they're going to be too old to the point where you can't do anything. Then they have to break it down.
McDonough's 37. Woodman's 30. Going to be 36 now. Yeah, it's getting up there, man. It's getting up there. They do find guys, though. You never know.
No tax state. It's easy to get somebody to sign for less there.
That's the other thing. You're absolutely right. That's the other thing is they can fill out roster spots because they're no tax warm state. So they do have that. That's for sure.
Florida I feel like Florida just learned from them because Florida's teams were asked for so long. It's just like, what's going on here? And then Tampa Bay is like, hey, like, let's find the players that want to get paid, but that are good. And then I think Florida just kind of perfected that. Tampa Bay was good for many years. A couple little drop-offs, but you think about that, St. Louis, Anderchuk, and Richards playing there, like that was a dominant line at one point. Those guys are getting paid full salaries pretty much, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I still remember LeCavier and Iginla. They screwed up the whole cap thing. That's the reason why we had a salary cap, because they signed for crazy contracts.
Yeah. LeCavier was like those like 20-year contracts or something like that, or whatever they were doing.
Not 20, but just big amount. Like, wasn't it like, I think LeCavier was like 8, I want to say? Like 8 million, and then again it was 7.5 or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers, but it was just like everybody was here, and then those guys were way up here, and then everybody was like, "Hey, I'm like them," so
yeah,
that's what caused the lockout in 05, and then we had to have a salary cap. Rick DiPietro and his 13-year, $5 million, whatever it was,
whatever that was.
Worst
was it only
contract
13?
in NHL.
I thought it was more than 13. Yashin
Maybe
was
it was
like
more.
20. Something like that. He was like 20, and who was the other one? Kovalenko.
Oh, Kovalchuk. Yeah,
Kovalchuk. He was
I think it was in New Jersey.
And then they bailed on him on it. He bailed on it.
I was trying to find Rick DiPietro, but I'm pretty sure I just have to click the Islanders.
Jay-Z Ott says they got Gord and Bjorkstrand together.
I was going to say Bjorkstrand.
That was from Seattle, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Gort's still a good little player at 2.3. There's nothing wrong with that.
Was that wasn't a Sergachev trade? Sergachev was free agent, right?
No, Sergachev, they got Moser.
Oh, Sergachev's Utah, not Seattle.
Yeah, they got Moser. That was a freaking awesome
game. Yeah.
Oh, shit. That was fantastic. And I didn't see that coming from Moser. Those guys, Tampa develops defensemen, I'll tell you, so unbelievably well. Unbelievably well. And I think that's kind of why another reason why Cooper got it. It wasn't just for the year. It's kind of just built up over time. Like he's got a system and everything. He built everything in place in there. And you did have Hedman out. Who was hurt? Hedman, Chernak. Like they had four of their top defensemen hurt for a very long time, and then Astos and Carrier, all these guys come. All these guys come up from the minors, and it was like seamless, And Cooper built that in the minors too, and he built that whole thing, and I think that was kind of a celebration of that for him as well. And I think Ruff gets it next year. I really do, unless Buffalo really shits the bed or something. I think
you have to remember that Game 7, Tampa Bay almost played a perfect game. Like they deserved to win that 100 times out of 100. Montreal just found the way to win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if there was like a Hart Trophy MVP, like most valuable player, like Kucherov had 42 more points than the second guy on his team. So and led him to the playoffs.
Well, didn't Celebrini have that too? Wasn't he like 40 plus more points?
Oh, I don't know about that, but
I think it was something.
If you have 42 more points than your next teammate and your team makes the playoffs, I mean, it's hard for you not to get the Hart there.
Let's see.
It'd be interesting though if San Jose made the playoffs, if they would give Celebrini or Kucherov the Hart.
Truth be told, though, I kind of understand it. Like if San Jose was in any other division last year, they missed by margin. Vegas was all depressed because Cassidy was an asshole. They had a terrible season. Edmonton was an average team with high expectations, like McDavid said. He was absolutely right. And LA, does LA make the playoffs in the Central? No. Not even close. No.
Dude, you can say that for Vegas.
No way. San Jose definitely doesn't make it, neither one.
Look how many regulation wins Vegas had. They might have not have made it somewhere else.
They wouldn't have the way they were playing.
There was 3 teams in the East that missed the playoffs, and they would have been ahead of Vegas or something. Detroit, Columbus, and Philly.
Yeah.
Or no, Philly made it. Who's the other one? Or maybe it was just 2.
Ottawa?
There were teams that missed. No, missed the playoffs in the East,
and
they were ahead of Vegas.
Oh yeah.
And they were ahead of Vegas in the standings.
Probably Washington.
Washington, yeah, you're right. Washington was the other one. Yeah, all 3 of them were ahead, I believe.
Tougher teams than they are as far as the division is concerned, anyway. So they got Geeky and Moser, right? Thank you, Jay-Z. I got to make sure I'm putting this up.
Yeah, Geeky and Moser.
This guy's bringing the pearls, man. Jay-Z.
Copper's dropped it off at his place.
So, finish that up there. McTavish. 7 mil. Like you brought up, I don't know. Like any team that thinks they can get the guy skating will probably give him a shot.
Go to Winnipeg. Hard ice. It's cold there.
There's an easy way to get his skating up. Get the fastest player on the team after practice, have them start and do suicides, and say until you beat the other guy down, up the ice and down, you can't get off the ice.
Dude, tell McCown you'll be the number 2 center in Winnipeg. But just spend the offseason with us.
That chick Campbell, who was assistant coach in Seattle, she was like a skating guru before she became a coach. hire her, man. Just tell her to, work on his skating every single day or something. I don't know. Sometimes guys, it's something to do with their legs, the way that's, like the guys that were great skaters all had bow legs. Remember Legwand? Just happened to be named Leg too. Legwand. He used to have like this bow-legged stride, and he was fantastic. Gartner, guys like that. Like, I don't know, maybe he's a little knock-kneed or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. That's why it would be hard to say.
He'll start connecting the bungee to him, and he's gonna keep building the legs.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter. Like, you just have like your leg formation. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. You can't. Hartnell was like that, apparently. I heard him talk about it. He could only go get skating so far, and then he just realized, I better start thinking the game, because my legs aren't going to be enough. Like Stone seems like that too, but he's just brilliant. He just knows where everybody's going to be before they are, and he knows how to play, how not to commit offensively too much. He knows when to do it so he can get back in the neutral zone and everything. Like he's fun to watch. Smart guy.
Like, the good thing is, like, when you look at McTavish, like, his Corsi was over 50, which shows, okay, well, you're not a liability on the ice. So that's good. Goals for were a little bit down, but just didn't score enough. But technically, it wasn't really a liability on the ice. So was that his teammates? I don't know. I didn't watch enough Anaheim this year. I couldn't tell you.
Every coach is. I posted. Every coach he plays against low comp. So like every coach he's been with including Q, has avoided playing him against top lines. He tries to play even Gauthier too, though. They play him with Gauthier because Gauthier gets the offensive possession, and McTavish can pass. Like, he's a really good passer. He's a smart offensive player when he gets up on his stick. So, yeah. Then they play against third and fourth lines, so it gives him a great opportunity for Gauthier to not have to play top comp. Carlson does that, and those guys. So, it's hard to say. Like, I think he'll be a winger. $7 million. I mean, like you said, he still puts up the points when you give him the opportunity, but his defensive game, horrible. So you got to really play him with some solid guys. But all right, let's look at Nurse now.
Yeah, I didn't see where that was on, but if San Jose is on his list, like, it's just the perfect fit, I think. But he doesn't prefer to go to the West, they said, though.
It's gone back and forth. I can't get a read on whether it's San Jose's on the list or not, or somebody's. Hey, real deal. How you doing, buddy?
Game 7 OT wins this year. What's that for? Do you know who Real Deal Primer is?
Oh, yeah. Real Deal comes on the betting show that we do all the time.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We got some cool things coming up for that betting show. Just so you know. But Nurse, I've heard, only thing I've heard for sure is LA is on the list, but he still prefers to go out east. It's low on the list. And LA has some interest. Pittsburgh is a team he'll go to, and I've heard they're really interested, and I think that's where he eventually ends up myself. I think that's where he ends up. I don't know what the return would be at.
Like, yeah, he also has to think, I want to go somewhere where I can be useful. I don't want to be. He doesn't want the same situation as Edmonton, so he can't go somewhere where he's going to be buried in the bottom minutes again. So I think that's part of the decision too. For him, at least, I'd hope.
Was he getting bottom minutes in Edmonton, though?
I think he was on the bottom pair a lot of the times, yeah. Go to Money Puck. Lenny Puck will tell you. Lions.
He didn't get the highest competition this year. That's so did every defense.
It's going to be interesting.
How many minutes?
Like
they got Nurse out.
Pittsburgh is going to have a real hard look at this.
20 minutes a night. He was third, or maybe down the stretch they were starting to play him less and less. Though you might have a point
there. Dubas is building something here in Pittsburgh. Dubas is building something in Pittsburgh, so it's they're going to have a real hard look at bringing Darnell Nurse into that locker room. I don't know.
Do you think it's going to be a problem with a locker room?
No, it's just not that. I mean, just bringing him to that team on the ice, I'd almost take Parker Weatherspoon over Darnell Nurse at the money he's making.
But Weatherspoon is excellent, yeah. But I think Darnell Nurse is an average LD. Samuel Girard is not anymore. That guy just went to shit, man. And he's going to shit more and more all the time. I don't know what happened to that guy. But, Ryan Graves, probably want to get rid of that Ryan Graves contract and I don't think Edmonton is going to want to take that back. I think what's going to happen is don't they need to hit the cap floor? What is the floor this year?
74, 76, I think. Somewhere around there.
74, okay.
Wait, who are you thinking?
They've got 66. They're 4 million away from the floor.
Who is?
Pittsburgh. You said 76, they're 10 million away from the floor. And they have who to sign?
They have guys. Yeah, they have guys to sign.
Like who? Kevin Hayes?
Ryan Shea. He's not going to get much. They're not signing Mantha back. They're not signing. Oh, wow. They got to sign Kevin Hayes.
He was caught in a propeller in the Pearlo for a couple of years.
Nobody soaks in the Heimies more than Kevin Hayes, yo. Absolutely.
Oh, the league minimum, didn't it go over $1 million now? The league minimum is like just over $1 million. I think now. So now any player that signs is an instant millionaire now.
Yeah.
Whether you're a prospect or 1 year deal.
That's cool to see on the ticker that you're not seeing six figures on the ticker anymore go across when somebody gets signed in August.
Except for Kevin Hayes. He somehow only got 975.
I don't know what Kevin Hayes, he's gonna take. You think he gets a PTO maybe? Kevin Hayes, or I don't know.
If he's at 34, I'd sign him for 2 years and then see where he's at, and then trade him in that last year for at least a pick or something, get an asset back. It's kind of Dubas's MO.
Mantha might as well just sign right back in Pittsburgh where he was and just take less and just
should, but he's not going to. He's going to he's going to put his sore leg up at the beach for 5 years of that contract. Is what he's going to do.
Yeah.
I
heard lots of talk about him going to Ottawa.
Who? Mantha? Oh,
Mantha.
It's possible, but I don't think so. It's just
it'll be like an Ottawa, or it'll be like a Winnipeg or something.
Winnipeg, yeah. Winnipeg will take him. Winnipeg will take him for sure. I could definitely.
They need a center though.
Yeah,
ooh, they could take.
I know,
Kevin
but
Hayes.
they just need players.
Winnipeg takes Kevin Hayes.
Yeah,
Kevin Hayes. There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Kevin Hayes is the headline's gonna be Kevin Hayes battling Scheifele for #1 spot in Winnipeg.
Kevin Hayes.
There's so many defensemen.
Throw Manta and Hayes on a line together and get one more like free agent Jaime's.
His shooting is 100% and finishing 100% for his last. I mean, if he can be healthy, he's fine for he's a weird player. He's a very weird player, but Anthony Manta. But
oh yeah,
just Detroit, I'm pretty sure. And then they'll trade something to take Hurdle off of Vegas's hands, and they'll have a weird Perfetti there, and then they'll have two lines.
Yeah, it's just Manta has way too much of a history of playing hurt, being hurt, and then all of a sudden having a great season when his contract's up. There's just that paper trail there that's following him. And now if somebody else is going to bite, it's going to be like the talk around him, right? So
this was the healthiest season he ever had, 81 games played.
Yeah. If you go back, you check out his contract years, crushes pretty much every one of them. And then he's injured or sucks after that.
Like Vegas even took a shot on him.
Yeah.
That didn't last long.
Detroit. He was in Detroit for a little while, Washington for a little while, Vegas,
Calgary.
Calgary.
I think Detroit drafted him, no?
Yep. Maybe it comes full circle. He goes back to Detroit.
Maybe.
Malkin's staying in Pittsburgh. Yeah, so.
But I think Pittsburgh's a perfect spot for Nurse, because what I think is they won't ask Edmonton to retain, and they'll actually even get a pick from Edmonton out of it. Not to mention, Pittsburgh's done pretty well trading with Edmonton.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't like Witherspoon. I said that I was saying that before they signed Witherspoon. Somebody should try. Witherspoon has been trending up for like every year. He's like, and here he is, second pair. Yeah, like he was
for
trending.
The Seattle Thunderbirds. He played in WHL for the Thunderbirds, and he was actually a pretty good junior player.
I was following him for a while. I kept on saying, like, this guy just keeps on getting better every year. He's like one of those late bloomer D guys.
Yeah.
If you look at his analytics every year and you just watch his analytics and you watch him play, and I was like, he's getting faster. He's smart. He's like, this could be a really good play. Who goes and gets him? Dubas. And now look at him, top above average second pair guy for $1 million times 2. Like, fucking unbelievable.
And he played for Team Canada, I think, too, in the World Juniors.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
What was he? He was a relatively high draft pick, wasn't he?
Can't remember, but I know he had a good junior. He must have. If he played for Team Canada, he must have been a high draft pick.
Oh, I just noticed.
Who drafted him again?
Michaela was over.
Who drafted Witherspoon?
St. Louis, I want to say off the top of my head. I'm not usually good at this, but St. Louis popped in my head.
I think it was Calgary, actually.
Was it?
I think so. Witherspoon was in Calgary first, if I remember correctly. I'm looking it up right now, I'll tell you. But I'm almost positive it was Calgary.
The minute you said that, St. Louis came to my head.
From where's this draft?
Yeah, where the hell Witherspoon? Wasn't Philly, was it? Just trying to think.
New York Islanders, fourth round.
Oh, here it is. Oh, he's fourth round. He's drafted by the Islanders.
Okay, I was getting close. I was getting close. I was in the right division.
I thought he. He did not even play for Calgary. To Boston. Why the fuck? I was watching him in Boston. The next one's Cale Fleury in Seattle, man. I don't know if he's going to be as good as Witherspoon, but he's pretty good. He's been getting Fleury? Incrementally better over Cale Fleury, defenseman.
Cale Fleury.
Seattle's pretty dumb. You might be able to scoop him. The other Fleury? Caden Fleury's the Caden Fleury? I think
is it a Caden?
No, it's the Winnipeg's got the other Fleury. I think they're brothers, actually. Could be wrong. He was a high draft. Right, he's never really.
Oh, so there's Tyler Witherspoon he was with Calgary.
Tyler, okay, it was a different Witherspoon. All right.
Who the heck? The Parker Witherspoon. I didn't even know there was two, so I just typed in Witherspoon.
Way too much spooning, sponsored by Jaime's.
I should have known that.
Yeah, Tyler Witherspoon, he was drafted by Calgary. You're right.
Hayden, I don't know why I didn't know that right off the bat. No, they're not brothers. He was born in Saskatchewan. Yeah, Hayden. Yeah, Saskatchewan playing in Winnipeg. That's why I think Schultz would be a pretty good pickup. Schwartz.
Oh, speaking of Schultz, whatever happened to Justin Schultz, that defenseman that played with the Oilers, and then he went
with
somewhere.
Then he go to LA, then Pittsburgh, and
whatever happened to that kid? Like, he was all right. He was a right-handed defenseman. Remember, he was playing with the Oilers. Was it Schultz? I think he did go to Pittsburgh.
Wasn't he drafted? He was drafted by. Wasn't he drafted by Anaheim? Refused to sign there. Then he went to Edmonton.
Can't remember, but that kid just disappeared off the map. I think he last played for Seattle.
Justin Schultz,
right?
Schultz.
Oh, he played in the. Yeah, he's in the Swiss A League this year. Played for the Kraken in the last couple of years before that.
Yeah. I remember that kid.
He was drafted by Anaheim, and they refused to sign Anaheim, so then became a free agent, went to Edmonton, and he went to Pittsburgh and won 2 fucking cups.
Oh, he was there in
okay,
the 2 cup years?
And then Washington and Seattle. No, Swiss League.
How old is he now?
Okay, well, yeah, maybe he just got old, I guess.
He is 35.
Okay, yeah.
He played in the Swiss A League this year. He played 8 games, got 6 assists.
Huh.
The other
either
team
got injured or
rumored. The other team rumored is Philly.
Good for him, though, mid-30s and still want to go to Europe and keep playing.
Sweden would be a cool place to live, though.
It's in Switzerland. Swiss
They're
A League.
Pretty. Oh, Swiss. Oh, even better. Switzerland is a really pretty place, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But,
SHL is apparently.
The other one was. The other one was Philadelphia. I just don't see a fit there.
For who? Nurse,
yeah.
Or maybe
You got York already, Sanheim. Like, you'd have to get.
It's
Nick
interesting.
Sealer
The nurse is going to be so interesting. Like, which teams are actually going to bite on him because he's just. I don't know, dude. There's just a lot of contradiction about his play on the ice.
I think he just had a really rough. I mean, for the type of player he is, it was just a rough team to play for. I mean, if he had a team that had more depth, I don't know if Pittsburgh is that, that knew what they were doing more in the neutral zone, I think he'd be a lot better. It's just I don't think that team really translated well for his game. Unless he was on with McDavid and stuff and going by his competition, like he wasn't. He seemed to be on when they weren't more often than not. Because McDavid was always playing against top lines at home or on the road every single game. So if he's only got a 49%, and I should have paid attention to him more, I'll pay attention. Well, I can't now. He's going to be gone. But it was that's why, like, when you're watching the game, you're usually not saying, oh, who's Nurse playing against? That's why I like analytics. But he was obviously not playing when McDavid was on there a lot. So
he used to be, and then Bouchard took that spot and it's got pushed down.
Bouchard's RD, and then Ekholm. It's Bouchard and Ekholm,
yeah. So put it this way: if Edmonton buys him down to $7 million, and then he becomes a decent $7 million defenseman because nobody's going to pay him that contract. Now, do you think is he a second pair defenseman on a cup contending team?
Well, we'd have to look.
Would you have Darnell Nurse in your second pair?
We'd have to look at
exactly. So it's all about the fit. Like, you're either going somewhere that's rebuilding, it needs to just eat the contract, he'll go play somewhere, or if he's going to play somewhere to compete, which one of the team's systems fit him the most? Like, he's not going to go somewhere like Carolina.
I feel like
they won't take him. They got to pick Andre Miller.
Yeah, he screams the Sharks to me. Like, it's perfect.
If it's on his list, I don't know. Like I said,
even if it's not on his list, like, you just have to have a sit down and think, what's best for my? If you're sitting there, what's best for my career? I can go
Darnell Nurse teams. Would be pretty sick on the Sharks. I bet you he'd probably be all right.
Well, the Sharks have nobody.
I think he would too. But I'm almost positive he's going back out east somewhere. I'm almost positive of it. Get away from the trap. Get away from all of I.
Where's Nurse from again?
Ontario. That's why there's talk about him for
Morgan Riley.
I mean, Toronto's getting the better defenseman with the worst contract. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but who's going to move the puck for the Leafs on the back end? He'll be such a whipping.
You would have the same problem there. They have the same shitty depth there.
Yeah.
Unless they fix that in the offseason, but what the fuck? Imagine him having to get crushed by two guys while Nylander is sitting with the stick going, "Come on, get it to me." Fuck.
Yeah. You'd have McCabe and Tanev and Benoit and fucking Darnell Nurse.
He can skate the puck out really well.
And Oliver Ekman Larson.
Nurse can skate the puck out really well. I just think he got the same problem now. I don't know.
The only NHL defenseman you could say that's not on an entry-level deal the Sharks have is Orlov signed. That's it. Sam Dickinson is okay. He's left shot. Orlov is left shot. So Nurse went there, and you're playing behind Orlov, and you have Sam Dickinson as your third pair defenseman. You have no righties, but the UFA market is flooded with right-handed defensemen. So I think you could.
Fuck, if I was Darnell Nurse, I would go to San Jose. Probably less pressure, less media. You go out east, all of a sudden you're right in a frying pan, especially at the money that you're making. You got a team on the up and up. You still got a ton of years left on your contract. San Jose is just skyrocketing right now.
He just wants to get closer to home. That's all.
Get paid.
It's pretty clear. You prefer to
keep your friends close.
You prefer to go. It's pretty clear that he would prefer to go out east. Like he's pretty much that I've heard everywhere.
What about New Jersey?
I think they're too stacked, aren't they? And they're focusing on offense. Sure, they want.
JC says Nurse with a new opportunity in Toronto will be their puck moving guys as of now, but yeah, I think he'd be the whipping boy 100%.
He would be better than
He'll turn into Dion enough times 2, dude.
He would be better than what they have for sure. But I mean,
dude, there's some Leaf fans on Twitter that wouldn't even trade Morgan Riley straight up for Darnell Nurse.
Come on, Leafs fans. I mean, just fans. I'm talking about. I shouldn't say that. Fans of teams.
I'm talking the depths of the app.
Most of them go by reputation. They heard a bunch of shit. The Nurse sucks. Talk to all this kind of stuff like that, and they watch the highlights where Nurse gets worked
standing in front of the net. Yeah. Nurse always seems to be standing in front of the net when the goal
terrible
goes in. Camera always goes to his
all
face.
The eye test stuff he sucks at. He's very good at 3-zone defense, at pinching at the right times, but one-on-one and blocking shots, he's got to be the worst shot blocker that I've ever seen actually try to block shots. Like the only worst shot blockers were ones that just won't do it. Like he's terrible. He gets down on one knee and makes like these little goalie moves and stuff like that, and then he's done. Like he's a terrible shot blocker.
I still remember this one game that reminds me of Ovechkin. This one game, and he tried to go. Is younger in his career. He's like going to go for a shot block with like 20 seconds in the game, and he did went down one knee and did like a little pirouette spin on the ice trying to block a shot. The defense was just standing there. Like, what are you doing? And then he spins around by, and he's like, okay, pow, shoot in the net.
That's not just one game, but that was maybe an especially bad one. Yeah.
I love that.
That's his favorite play, the pirouette one knee play. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I have no idea.
Yeah. Pearlo, who are you talking about these playoffs that you take his under blocks because he never gets a block? Who are you talking about these playoffs? I'm trying to think of again. You're like, this guy has like 0 block shots. He doesn't block a shot. I remember you saying that during these playoffs.
Trouba.
Well, it was Trouba. Yeah, Trouba.
The guy that everybody says is a shutdown defenseman for just because he hits people in the open ice. That must be a shut. He hits people in the open ice and doesn't get a lot of points, so he must be a shutdown defenseman. That guy's going to get overpaid all the shit, too. He's going to get overpaid all the shit. I don't know. I'm really scared for Ottawa on that one. I'm really scared for Ottawa.
Trouba?
Yeah.
Not a chance. I don't think.
I hope they don't.
Isn't Trouba?
They make really smart. They make really smart moves. Actually, it's probably not Trouba. They probably won't take Trouba. They make nice little moves like Spence and stuff like that. It's probably not Trouba. Yeah. Somebody's.
I don't know. Yeah, if they would need a right shot D, there's lots in the market. They don't go Trouba.
I think Pinto takes a huge step next year.
He was great defensively this year. Fucking phenomenal. Could have been self.
I think he just becomes. I think Pinto is one of those players that just gets better.
Oh yeah, me too.
Just got
Jordan. He's Jordan Stahl.
Yeah.
I love Pinto.
He's one of those players I see that just keeps getting better and better, and all of a sudden he's on the Olympic team for the U.S. All of a sudden they win the Olympics.
He could have been.
He's just one of those guys who's going to get better.
He was there.
He wasn't on.
No, like he could have been. It's just their centers was no room left for center, and he doesn't really play wings. So.
Oh, they didn't take him? I thought he was on the U.S. team.
Pinto? No, he was on the Four Nations team. I think, wasn't he?
Oh,
maybe I don't know.
I thought he was on the
Let me see. I could be wrong. I can't remember. No,
I could be wrong too,
he
dude.
He was not on the Four Nations team. He stayed in Ottawa. It was Sanderson that went.
I think he was on the Olympic team. I was in Mexico in February, so
Toronto gets Nurse and then gets Radish. I don't know how they get where they're going to get all that cap space from.
If you haven't, if
Dude, I think
the first rule of hockey is anybody good is always rumored to go to Toronto. It doesn't matter. Could be Crosby.
Yeah, but this one actually makes sense though. So next thing I want to talk about is Rico and I have been saying this whole time that our take has been that McDavid did 2 years because he's going to go to Toronto. But let me throw this at you. If it like Bob Stauffer, he came out a couple days ago and said McDavid is signing a 7-year contract in Edmonton. Nobody's more committed to Edmonton than this guy. I think Rob Stauffer's usually accurate about a lot of things. Am I wrong? Because I don't pay attention to mainstream media too much, but I could be wrong.
Let's see something. How old is McDavid? I wonder if he's
29. But our theory was that our theory was that he did that MGM commercial, made a ton of money, and it's up in 2 years. And it's probably married to the fact that he's an Edmonton Oiler. But what if that MGM contract is like 20 years and he's married to being an Edmonton Oiler, and he went and did the 2-year thing to give them cap space until the cap goes way up, and then he takes the bag for 7 years. If he does that, they should put a statue. They should just tear down West Edmonton Mall and just put a statue of McDavid there.
No, tear down the rink inside the mall and put a statue right there.
Yeah, statue.
There's a statue right in the middle of a swimming pool, and everybody could swim around McDavid's statue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Remember what we were talking about last summer? You're like, oh, McDavid's not signing. He's not signing. I said he was going to sign. So
yeah,
I get props on that one. I didn't.
That would be the only reason I could see it. Maybe it's a really long contract and he's like making the bag from that sponsorship, and he's like, okay, I can go 12 because I'm making huge anyways. And give you guys cap space, and then I'll sign 7 when the cap goes up to like 15, 17 million.
Yeah, the difference between signing for 12 right now and 17 right now for 2 years, when I'm making probably $50 million a year from MGM.
Or whatever that is, yeah, I don't know.
Whatever that is. Like this difference of $5 million on this yearly contract is all it's projected out to the NHL audience that's listening to this right now as far as my contract.
And I wouldn't doubt that Kate's, the owner of the London Drugs, right? He owns London Drugs.
Dude, he's got...
Sorry?
Yeah. No, I was just going to say, like, McDavid had McDonald's, like the Big Mac against the Big McKinnon. Like, they had the McChicken against, like, the Big Mac. Yeah. Like, McDonald's, like, had him and McKinnon. Yeah. Like, giving him fucking millions. Like, you don't tell me $5 million a year is going to make a difference in this guy's life. This hockey's second now to these guys. Hockey isn't the primary income.
If he's smart, if Kate's smart, he's just say, look, that 10 million, just when you're old and decrepit, we'll give you a 3-year contract. You go on IR and give it to you that way or whatever. You know, like he'll always make the money, but I mean, he can make that money anywhere. The question is that contract attached? And if it is, maybe you're right. Maybe he signs long. I think personally he's probably wasting his career doing that based on the way Edmonton is run and what they do. But that would just suck if he never won a cup now. It would fucking suck if he doesn't win a cup.
You're flying family on private jets and stuff now, and you're in town for a couple days and then you're back out on the road and stuff. I don't think it's the same as living close to home as it used to be back in the day with the sponsorship money and stuff these guys are making. Like, these guys could fly their parents in for one night and put
same thing though, that whatever he's getting off that MGM, wouldn't he make like the same bag in Toronto instantly, just like that? Like, if you wanted to go to Toronto?
Does MGM go by something else? So I got a report up here from Forbes that shows Connor McDavid made the most money from sponsorships. It shows his sponsors are Adidas, CCM, Rogers, Body Armor, and Aloe. Doesn't see anything about MGM.
It's not a sponsor, it's commercials that he did. He did commercials for
okay, yeah.
BetMGM.
Yeah, I was watching TV last night in Buffalo, and I saw Ovechkin on a commercial, like in Buffalo last night on U.S. national television. I can't remember what the hell he was advertising.
In Russia?
No, in Buffalo last night. I was watching TV last night, and Ovechkin came on a commercial.
Well,
and I can't remember what commercial it was.
I have an
Ovechkin
idea what it might
like,
be. Does Papa John's ring a bell? Because
could have been. He was sitting in the NHL arena, and like he was just it could have been.
Because Ovechkin made $5 million last year in endorsements, and his sponsors are Nike, CCM, Gatorade, and Papa John's. According to Forbes,
I think it was Bob.
Steven's Pizza.
He made how much in sponsorship? Did you say?
$5 million last year. He was number 3. Austin Matthews also made $5 million.
In sponsors?
In endorsements and sponsorships, yeah. So
wow, that's it.
Not including commercials, of course, but in endorsements and sponsorships. And Austin Matthews was at $5 million too at number 2. Nike, Verizon, RBC, Prime, and Gatorade.
See, that BetMGM one is like, that's an international commercial. I'm pretty sure he got paid large for that. Maybe not $50 million a year, but he got paid large.
Well, you just got paid one time for it then. Like a Super Bowl commercial, it costs $1.5 million for what, 15 seconds or something like that, or some crazy amount.
It's gone up and up, I think. How much is one commercial on Super Bowl?
I think it's over $1 million now for 15 seconds. It was like 6 figures. It was like $250,000 for like 15 seconds. I remember at one point. It's more now. I'll say it's over $1 million per 15 seconds. 1.5 sounds right.
Super Bowl 30-second commercial is about $8 million.
So $4 million per 15. Oh, damn.
Premium or in-demand spots up to $10 million.
But
yeah.
Guess how much? According to Forbes, which is probably trustworthy, Mitch Marner only made $2 million in endorsements last year, which is
is that right?
That's kind of low. Yeah, Nathan McKinnon only made between $2 and $3 million. They don't know the exact amount.
Right.
And it doesn't list any endorsements beside Mitch Marner, like no hockey, no nothing. And I don't remember seeing him sponsoring anything this year from what I've seen. I've seen him in commercials. That was it.
Yeah, he makes more. You make more money doing commercials depending on what it is, where the time slot is, and stuff like that. So maybe just did that instead. Because endorsements, you got to, like, some players just don't like doing them because you're kind of their bitch. Like, if they want you to go somewhere and do stuff, if you're not a golfer, you golf around all over the place and wear their products and stuff like that. Shoot, I was just going to mention something that just completely forgot. Something about what we were talking about.
Oh yeah, we got off track. That was fuck. What were we talking about?
Oh, the Gretzky. What's the one he does where he basically you can tell he didn't even like show up. All he did was sit in a seat, and she said, and then the chick said, couldn't say his name right. Getsy.
Oh yeah, okay. Whatever, Dwayne Getsy. That was Stifler's mom off that.
Yeah. She's making large in those commercials now. What was that commercial? Some sort of credit card commercial or something, right?
I can't remember.
Something like that.
Okay, Dwayne Getsy.
Yeah, and you can tell, like, all he did was they got him to sit in an arena somewhere, or maybe it was like, I don't know. He didn't
It's probably AI. He was probably sitting in his own seat.
Probably AI there. All he had to do is go like this side, and that was it. Or go over there, give her the thing, and then that was it. That's all he had to do. Probably getting a million a commercial for that fucking thing. Maybe not that
big time. I mean, McKinnon did the Tylenol commercials, remember?
Yeah.
McKinnon did
Tylenol, yeah. Gretzky did Tylenol commercials, and then he went against Tylenol, and then did something else. Like he became anti-Tylenol. But that's how he made his money to be part owner of the Arizona Coyote, become the general manager and coach.
That's what I'm surprised. I'm surprised Wayne Gretzky didn't try to coach anymore, I guess. Just wasn't.
No, he said himself he was the worst coach. He said he absolutely sucked at it. He quit. He said, I'm not a coach. Holy fuck. Always wanted to try it. Tried it. I sucked. I quit.
Could totally see that too. I could see that in some people. Some people don't have it. Some people do, even though you're the greatest hockey player of all time.
Because if you're the great, like, it's natural, like, kind of natural. It's not like it's harder to teach sometimes than it is to do.
Well, he probably got so frustrated inside, like his insides probably just got like, oh man.
You know who did that?
You're in your own mind and you're trying to create your mind onto the ice, and it's like I can't portray myself as to like put this out on these guys. Like they're their own people, and I got a different skill set. Like I just can't communicate that.
Yeah, I mean, he saw the game above anybody. Like he was so, yeah. You know, the guy that really couldn't handle being a coach was Doug Weight for the Islanders.
I remember him. Oh, he coached?
I forgot that Doug Weight was
2 years. And he said I was miserable the whole time.
Wait, was he the one that replaced Ted Nolan?
I think so. I can't remember. I think it might have been.
That's the guy, Ted Nolan. That'd be perfect. He doesn't coach anymore, but bring Ted Nolan out.
I think he would coach if somebody would let him.
I like Ted Nolan.
In Edmonton, that's like a perfect fit.
But apparently, he just kind of an asshole to player, like really. Or something. I can't remember, something like that. But Doug Weight said he couldn't stand watching players do the same mistake over and over again, and he couldn't stand lazy players. It drove him fucking crazy. He couldn't sleep at night.
Oh, yeah.
He just wanted to strangle people, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it. It literally.
And that's probably the same thing with Rod Brind'Amour, but these players probably know that before they go there. And they accept it, and they just want to be better versions of themselves. And maybe they're at a point in their career, like just look at Taylor Hall, like give this guy one more chance, and look what he's doing now. Like the guy won an MVP in New Jersey, and then he ended up on Chicago on a rebuilding team because nobody wanted him, and now he got another opportunity, and he's like, this is my chance again, and I'll just give myself to Brind'Amour in the system and be able to get fit enough to play in that system. And he did it.
Brindy is just a great motivator. Like guys like Doug Weight just aren't able to understand that you can motivate people in certain ways and stuff like that. They see it and they get pissed off, and then that's it. So Cassidy's kind of like that too, but he's won cups. He's just a fucking brilliant mind, but he's that old school, beat him down. Who else was like that? The guy that just got fired from Seattle. And he coached in Pittsburgh and Buffalo. Bilesma.
Jan Bilesma.
Yeah. Bilesma. Yeah. Barnaby said it was the worst coach he ever played for. He was a perfectionist, and you had to turn it like every thing. If you made one mistake, he'd just lose his fucking mind on you.
I think with Brind'Amour, you have to remember too, though, like going back to Brind'Amour, he's apparently in the gym, right next to the players and making them look bad. Like he's still fit as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a good motivator. Just like, oh, damn, the coach here is still in the gym. I can't leave now. I'm going to look like an asshole.
He's a trainer and a coach at the same time. He's out there with them doing everything. And
Yep.
Rod the bod.
Yeah. Well, you could see the interviews whenever Brindamore gets in front of the camera. I think he's got his Hurricanes hat on, this sweatshirt, and they're basically interviewing him like inside the locker room somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a guy that might have even deserved Jack Adams too. Like
Brindamore?
Like not counting the playoffs, but they were the second best team in the NHL and
Yeah,
consistent. Like they only lost 2 games in a row 5 times all year. Like as the games got tougher, they just got better too.
I think Rick Tocchet probably deserved it. And I think Green deserved it because I had money on him to win. So
you deserve it.
I had money on Green. Oh yeah, I had money on Green.
If Ottawa got to the top 3 in the Atlantic, you would have had a better shot.
But I mean, he had a goaltender just go crazy on him, and backup was absolute garbage for how many games? I had to motivate him back. Philadelphia, they were the best team in the NHL after the Olympic break. Look at that.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, Allmark, they brought his old goalie coach over, and they actually signed him a couple weeks ago. They signed him as a consultant.
Well, that's good.
So he's staying there for at least for the next year. I don't know how long. It doesn't say how long it's for, but Justin Peters stays on as the goalie coach, but he's going to be the goalie consultant. He's going to work with all the goalies and everything.
That's good. I shouldn't say he went crazy. He went and got some help, which is good. I'm glad he did.
Who did?
Allmark.
Who? Oh yeah.
Hey,
that's good for the Sens, man. They're asking their players, "What do you need? What do you?"
They flew his goalie coach in.
Better?
It might be better. It might actually be good business.
Mm-hmm.
It's an inside joke. I think that was all I had on my list. If you want to talk about anything else, it's up to you. I wanted to get in the Tampa situation. I wanted to get that nurse stuff. These are just the things I saw. Twitter makes it easy to talk about the topics. It's like whatever, anything that's not Toronto, unless it's like, because everything that happens in Toronto is like top news everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a story. Back to when you're talking about how what was it? What's her name? That commercial was saying Wayne Gretzky's name wrong. Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, Stifler's mom from American Pie.
Jennifer Coolidge. I got.
Coolidge, yeah.
I heard on a podcast with Otto, they're talking with Nick Cousins, and apparently in Florida in the last year there when they were in they won the cup there before he left. They were talking about how he came into the lineup and he got pushed up to the top second line and the top line, and he's scoring all these goals like crazy for 2 weeks straight. Every time he come back to the bench, they kept calling him Wayne Chesky.
Oh,
so that his nickname stuck for the rest of the year in the playoffs. That they're like that a boy Chesky out there. So he's talking how the guys would keep giving to him. He didn't like it, but it was funny because he gets on everybody else's nerves. I bet you guys heard about the story about Giroux and Tkachuk with the broken sticks. Did you hear that one this year?
You told me that one.
I told you, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you hear that one, Rico?
Yeah, I heard about it before you guys talked about it. Yeah. Apparently he sawed off his sticks or something.
Yeah. And he went out on the ice with it.
Yeah, Brady was pissed about it, apparently.
Not Brady, it was Giroux's pissed.
Giroux was pissed about it. Yeah.
Giroux loves it because he's like, he feels young because all the young guys like to pick on him and stuff. Like, they're talking about how like Drew just takes a bunch of shit from everybody. Like they all like to prank him because he gets so mad. Apparently, gets pissed off, and he'll just not talk to you for the rest of the day, or go as far as tell you to fuck off.
Well, he's like the old man there, right? So like everybody calls him old man and stuff, and just give him jabs.
But he feels like he's part of the team. He's not like the old guy that's just like trying to finish his career and get his last million and piss off. So I think that's why he likes playing in Ottawa too.
Giroux grew up 2 hours away from my hometown, man. When I drove back home to 11 hours north of Barrie, there's a sign right in Hearst, Ontario with Giroux's face on it. We know his family.
I've seen that a few times.
Yeah, he's got relatives in my small town. Yeah.
Gretzky, I got told that he used to go to a bar that my dad used to go to all the time. Yeah. He would go there because it was this guy that owned, I can't remember his name, but he played in the CFL, had this idea to start a bar for like big businessmen that didn't look like a bar that big businessmen would go to. And it was in an area that was very private. So you could go there and nobody would know you were there. And inside was really nice. It was beautiful. And Wayne picked up on it. It was called, probably because he knew them from the CFL or something like that. It was called the Point After. And he would go get his car driven there and he would have a couple beer. If he didn't talk to anybody, then nobody talked to him. He didn't come in every time. He didn't drink a lot, but he would come in every once in a while. If he didn't talk to anybody, he would just go out. He was a teetotaler too. 5 beer and the guy was practically hammered. He was.
The Point After. That's a great name for a fucking bar.
Yeah, the Point After. Yeah. And but if he did get talking, fuck, he was awesome, man. I talked to him a couple of times, but like he fell on every word he said. He had that kind of farmer intelligence, you know what I mean? Like see the world in a very what's the word? A grounded way. And you know what I mean? Like you'd never know he was the best player never in a million years. If you didn't know he was Wayne Gretzky, you wouldn't have a fucking clue that guy was a celebrity. Not a clue.
Yeah.
Just great.
Yeah. The question comes upon them and they just answer it, and then they answer it the exact right way. Do you think that somebody would not answer it?
Yeah.
But because they're so grounded, it's like
one of my favorite quotes from
him. Answered it right from the inside, not that.
One of my favorite quotes from him was, it said, "It took me a long time. I knew I was the best. I knew I was the best hockey player. That didn't take me too long, but it did take me a long time to realize that being the best hockey player doesn't mean you're better than anybody." I love that quote. Mm-hmm. He's like, I just have a talent, like everybody has a talent. You have your amazing thing. Everybody does. Like, I'm no better than anybody. And it took me a while and some ass kickings to figure that out. It was cool. You had to be knocked down, right?
Yeah, it's a good one. There's another quote somebody said. I don't know who said it, but it was about a charity event, and they said the best hockey player ever to play the game was never given the opportunity. When they were talking about Wayne Gretzky is the best player, he's like, no, the best player of the game ever to play the game in the NHL was never given an opportunity. You'll never know, because they're talking about how kids can't afford to play hockey. It's so expensive.
That's true. Yeah.
And I thought that quote always stuck with me, because it's crazy to think of like so many people that I watch play like road hockey and they're like insane. They're just like, I can't afford, my family can't afford to play hockey. Like, I can't afford the time or the cost of it. And that's true even more these days now.
It is, but that's what's going to get scary in the United States, man, because they do give people opportunities to play. Like when the United States starts taking to this sport, they're going to fucking destroy everybody. They pour so much money into their sports programs there. It is nuts, man. And you don't.
Yeah. Well, look,
and they to get
look what they do with basketball and football. Like the NCAA basketball, NCAA football, NCAA hockey, like that will just be just as big eventually.
Yeah.
Once they, like Pearlo said, they start putting money into that, it'll just be like the Final Four, the Frozen Four. It'll be just up there just as much. And by you saying, like, there's so many kids out there, like, look at the population between the States and Canada.
Yeah.
Like, how many kids never made it to the NBA because they didn't have that
That's right.
chance, or because they couldn't get out of the life they were grown up into and stuff.
And that
Man, there's so many athletes out there that, with given a chance, and I grew up in Northern Ontario. Like, I played road hockey with kids, and their parents were hunters and fishers and stuff. But this guy had a wicked slap shot. But he tried hockey one time and he couldn't even skate. But I'm like, dude, this guy had amazing size and shit. If his parents put him in hockey and stuff,
Yep.
just said, oh, we can't afford it, or we're hunting and fishing because this is what we do as a family and stuff. But yeah, man. No, there's way too many people in this world than the ones that have the opportunities.
Where I grew up, and that's not all Canada. Like you bring up a good point. It's not Canada's fault. It's the largest country in the world, second largest country in the world, and it's only got 45 million people in it. Like, it's kind of hard to pool all your money into one program, when you got like in the United States, there's so much more population density that you can do that a lot more. But when I was growing up, I grew up in trailer court, and all the families pooled their money together for kids to play hockey. Everybody put money in to make sure everybody had hockey equipment. And we were not wealthy, obviously. We were living in a trailer court. But everybody did. And we didn't have the best equipment in the world, but we had our equipment. I'll tell you what, if you misused your equipment, holy fuck, dude. You took a shit kicking. If you used your good hockey stick out on the street, you'll get But that's
I don't know about in the US or there, but when I grew up in Dryden, people had break their expensive hockey stick. They, like, especially in the shaft, you just take it, you take a piece of wood, you put it in there, you put it back together, tape it together. Now it's a road hockey stick.
Now it's a road hockey stick. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Did whatever you could with it. Yeah. We would go, if we went and watched games, like other kids' games and stuff like that, or if we went to, like, there was a place called Dixie Arena where you saw the AAA midgets or like the juniors or whatever, they would throw you sticks. Like, they would throw you sticks. And we would go in behind and stand and say, "Kids, you got any sticks? You got any sticks?" Or so we'd be playing with, like, man sticks, pretty much, whatever. Because they were free, so we would play them or cut it off and put the tape on it or whatever, right? And they would throw you their old sticks and stuff like that. Or they'd throw it over the glass, and they knew all the kids would run and grab them. Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with the hockey rinks as much, like, other than here in Winnipeg and Dryden where I grew up. But I noticed in Minnesota, when I saw a lot of tournaments that are held there, they have like one barn that has like 12 or 16 rinks in it, unless I'm wrong. But I saw pictures, and it's just like, that's huge compared to, like, here in Canada. I've never seen that. I've seen 4 rinks in one building. That's the most I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if, like, in the States that's more popular. Maybe
Minnesota, Detroit, maybe. But like, there's not. Those are the big hockey cities in the U.S., so they'll probably have that. But I mean, you're not going to find that.
There's like ice palaces in Toronto now and stuff in different parts of the city where there's a bunch of sheets with a bar above them and windows all around and different sheets of ice, and like there's a lot.
Are they like community centers too, or is it just for hockey?
Just for hockey, I think. I don't know. I just went there for hockey tournaments, but
in Alberta they make their community center
In Barrie, there's community centers. There's like 2 rinks, like across the road from my house. There's 2 rinks, and then there's a gym upstairs overlooking the rink, swimming pools and shit.
Alberta has that too. There's one with 4,
Yeah.
and then they have like in St. Albert. It's very like one of the wealthier parts of Alberta. They've got 4 rinks. Beautiful. I used to go to the gym there when I met my wife. My wife was living in St. Albert when I met her. And I used to go to the gym there. I missed that gym. That gym was awesome. It gave you everything. Like it was awesome.
Yeah, it's not like that here in Winnipeg for sure. Because dealing with like talking to families, they're like they have to run all across the city. There's not like divisions. Like you could be playing on one side of the city one night, and the next night you're playing way over on the other side.
Yeah.
And like if you get off of school at 3:30 and the game's at 4:15, like, and you have to go through rush hour traffic across the city, like.
They still do that here. Yeah, in Alberta. Yeah, or what here? I'm not here anymore, but when I was in Alberta, they still do that. Yeah.
Which I think is stupid. Like you should be all in the same area, and then if it's a tournament, then maybe, but should have like little divisions that have people still don't have to travel so much. Makes it harder on the families too.
In Mississauga, they kept it fairly close, I guess. I mean, no rink was more than a half an hour away. But then rush hour. But then at the time, Mississauga was only just over 250,000 people.
Yeah.
Now it's probably 1.5 million, right, Rico? It's pretty much Toronto.
More than that, maybe more than that now.
Sorry?
Like
Mississauga.
It's like in
dude.
Toronto.
I drove by there. Yeah, you almost feel like you're coming into Toronto again. It's like high rise everywhere. Yeah, Mississauga is good.
Yeah. It's like 2 million, 1.5 million there or something like that, right? It was only just over 250,000 when I lived there. So I could just imagine. I wouldn't even recognize it anymore.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to finish her up. I'm getting hungry. I want to get to sleep. So thanks everybody for coming in. I'm going to try to timestamp this a little bit. But thanks, Larry, for coming on. Rico, it's awesome. Anybody want to come on tomorrow night? The game's Sunday, right?
Yep.
So I'll be doing the betting.
Isn't the NBA game tomorrow night? Was it
NBA tomorrow night? Dude, Pearlo, you'd be proud of me, man. We only went to Trader Joe's twice while we were in New York.
Only twice? What do you mean?
Dude, the wife got the organic strawberry jam, the organic tea, the organic soya sauce, the organic everything there.
Oh, yeah. Chicks will find shit in there you never would see in a million years. You could walk around that place for 3 hours and you wouldn't find the item that they find. Like you wouldn't know it exists there.
Yeah, for sure.
And you get the little snacks that are made out of asparagus skins or whatever the fuck it is.
She got these cans of organic smoked salmon. I was like, where the hell did you find this? So like, this going in the regular bag or the organic bag or the cooler bag? I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. I'm into it though, because I like kind of eating healthy, so I try to find some cool things there.
That's good, man. Yeah,
and she's last year at this time I was 260, dude. Now I'm down to 223.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep going to Trader Joe's, man. Dude, Trader Joe's has the red shopping carts, and then I saw the little mini shopping carts, and they say shoppers in training with the little flag on them, and little kids are pushing them around.
I forgot, that's Jordan. Jordan's going to be on. Yeah, Jordan, I'm going to be doing the betting show tomorrow, but I'll go on and talk some hockey before that. Sorry about that. It's Jordan. Jordan's going to be on too. He's pretty cool. I've been talking to him on Twitter. But yeah, that Trader Joe's, man, you should see that place is not expensive compared. I don't know if you've ever been to those before, like organic places. Some of those organic places you can go to, you buy like coffee beans for $52 or something.
Dude, organics like free range chickens. Apparently, a free range chicken just have to see daylight for like 10 seconds a day or something. Like free range.
Well, there is some scam
Watch out
artists
for like rules all about that stuff.
Grass fed beef. They just like threw some grass at the cow before they killed it. There you go. Man. All right. Oh,
They're like, he ate a blade of grass. That's grass fed beef. He's good for 30 days. It's production going.
Hasn't ate a blade of grass till like 30 seconds before it takes the bullet, right? There you go. Man. See? We fed it grass.
Yeah, grass fed beef. Free range chicken. He saw daylight for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
He was free range.
Yeah. Well, there's a thing on Netflix about that. So all they do is they crack open the door of the barn and they take a piece of wired fence and they just bend it outward so they can step outside. One chicken could fit outside and step outside, and that's classified as free range then.
Yeah.
Oh,
is crazy. Otherwise, it's the exact same.
Yeah, there's cage-free chickens. There's that one. One's free range and one is cage-free. I love that one. They probably put them in a box instead of a cage.
Hey, we never said he was box free. We said cage.
No cages used at all. No, just
watch for the wording, people.
Who's the one that squeezes the little tits of almond milk? I didn't even know they had tits. The fuck was that?
Meet the Fockers?
Almond milk.
Oh.
My wife says that almond milk is like most of the almond milk you get is like some sort of thing that like it's some sort of milk that they make, and then they put like 3 almonds in it. That's it, and the rest is all flavoring and shit.
Dude, whenever
almond milk was.
Yeah, whenever they say almond milk, look for the first ingredient and start working your way down.
Look at Mark Chisholm just noticed the unstoppable you on the high side.
Oh.
Unstoppable you. One epic summer. One unstoppable you. I know, right?
You can get in the way of your summer plans. That'll ruin your vacation. If there's chafing involved, your vacation's ruined.
Done.
Why not just bring Jaime's aboard? And
no excuse whatsoever. We're living in 2026. There's no reason why anyone should be chafed any minute of their life. None at all. Chafe-free living, my friend. It's getting ridiculous. I even have to say this now. Like, come on.
I know.
What planet are you from? For fuck's sake. Yeah. I know. I debate this all day, going all over the United States, and it just gets tiresome. I get a little.
The amount of letters you tell me about Pearlo when I talk to you, and you're like, dude, I keep getting these letters.
I gotta do the letters, right? I gotta do the letters. So I got. Yeah. Okay. I got. Yeah. What's his name? Emilio goes down to the letter tables, the mailroom. He brings up the sack of letters. He pours it all over the letter table. Oh, we haven't did a Jaime's dance in a while, too. I gotta start doing that. Yeah, I'll do that. The Pearlo dance. Actually, not Jaime's dance, Pearlo dance. And we read all your letters. So make sure you're sending your letters. Maybe I can have a couple. I'll have a couple soon. Some letters for you. Come from all over the world. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta go eat, get sleep, guys. Thank you very much for coming in, everybody. And we will see you tomorrow with Jordan sometime, and I'm going to do a lot of live tomorrow and then the betting show, of course, Rico and Pearlo's House of Exotic, Jaime's Picks, Frolic on exotic. What's tomorrow? Exotic Wagers. It'll be on Exotic Wagers channel tomorrow.
Can you put Rico up at full screen?
Sure. I don't know.
Give me a pose.
I don't think I can. No idea. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Now get nice pose, whatever you want it to look like, and then I can.
Yeah. He's going to make a new one.
World Series appearance hat on.
Change it to Rico and Pearlo's House of. You can put if you're going to be on all the time, you can fit your name in there too, Larry. Rico and
Okay, I'll
Pearlo's
use that
house
one.
of exotic Jaime's takes Frolic. Because it's not going to be a betting show. We have two different shows.
Picture you had
Okay.
before was fine, dude. I'm not a poser.
Well, that's good enough. I got enough now, so I can.
Behind me. Whatever else is behind me.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I just cut you out.
Yeah, you just
But now
crops
I
it.
actually have like a decent video of you, because every other one you're just like a tiny little square or half a thing, and I just couldn't find anything with good video. I went back. I'm like, dang, like
the one that
Pearlo
made
was easy.
you and me and Pearlo was totally cool. I don't know.
Was.
Seemed all right.
All right. See you later, everybody. I'm hungry.
Okay, boys.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Jordan Stahl, Conn Smythe.